Hi sisters! James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys, today I have such an iconic guest. Please welcome Sister Molly Burke.
James Charles called me iconic.
You are.
Life is made!
Oh my god, you're literally the best. Would you like to tell them a little bit about yourself actually?
Sure. I'm a sister. Been a sister for a while. When you look at me, you're like, just a basic girl. But no, there's a lot more than meets the eye. See what I did there?
Or doesn't meet the eye.
Exactly. Love that you're already rolling into the blind jokes. We like people who can do that right away.
Do.
Getting right into it. So I make videos here on the tubes about pretty much just like life as a blind person. I'm a fashion and beauty lover. The beauty community is what like got me into YouTube.
That is so cool.
Way back when I lost my vision in 2008. So yeah, I'm just like so happy we could finally make this happen. People
Same.
are constantly tweeting me, telling me that I need to collab with you. So when you reached out, I was like dying a little inside.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. You guys, we're doing so many cool things today. For my channel, Molly's gonna do my makeup completely blind, clearly. And I have so many things that I want to
I don't even need a blindfold. It's so easy.
And then for my channel, Molly's gonna challenge me and I'm gonna have to do her makeup completely blindfolded. So we're gonna be like trading lives kind of. I just have so many questions. Molly was just telling me how she really wanted to like feel and play through all my makeup. And I was like, girl, we're so down. Instead of me just giving her the products to put on my face, we're gonna make her pick through them as well. And it was so crazy because I was cleaning out my makeup table before we even started and she was telling me what all my products were.
I was like, oh, this is Benefit. Oh, this is MAC Paint Pot. Oh, this, I was like,
so crazy.
Like the obsession is so deep.
I love
People
that.
always ask me like, you can't even see makeup. You can't even see fashion. Why do you like it so much? And I'm always like, going blind doesn't change who you are. It changes how you live. And so it just had to change like how I do things. You know, like I'm still Molly. I still love tattoos. I still love fashion. I still love makeup, even though I can't see it.
Yeah.
My favorite color is still purple, even though I can't see it. You know what I mean?
That is literally so cool. I have so many things that I want to ask you, so I feel like we should just jump right into the video because I'm so pumped. Let's do this, girl.
Let's do it.
In front of you, you have several plastic drawers that are filled all the way up.
My goodness. Ooh, beauty blenders.
Yeah.
Got some MAC Fix Plus.
Yes, we do. Yes, those are all lashes.
Okay, we don't need to mess with that.
Oh, you don't want to do lashes?
Blind girl applying fake lashes? My goodness. Are these foundations?
Yes, they are.
Are these all gonna be the right shade?
No. So I will definitely help
Okay,
you out
that
on
would be
this
the
one.
struggle, yeah. Are these the Too Faced ones?
Yes.
I'm telling you, I know my makeup.
I
It's
love
a
that.
problem. This is the Laura Mercier.
It is. Perfect.
Are these concealers?
Yes.
These are all the exact same. Are these Tarte?
Yes.
Shape Tape?
Yes.
Oh! Benefit.
Yes.
Which one is it though? I'm just gonna have to like literally blindly pick. What do we have in here? Is this Too Faced?
Yes. How did you even know that? The box was on.
I'm a queen. What
I'm
is it?
scared.
MAC blush?
Yes.
What kind of tone would you call this?
Peach.
Okay.
So it's like a very like light.
It's matte, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell by the texture. Pro tip. This is Benefit brow product.
Yes, it is.
Are we getting into the single shadows?
These are glitters.
Any loose glitter sounds dangerous with blindness.
That sounds like more blindness.
I love how there's like just one lonely like product.
That's glitter gel.
This is the most insane thing.
It's weird. And it dries down too. I used it for Coachella.
Oh my god.
Can you see the light reflection from it?
Yes.
That is so cool.
I love anything glittery and anything metallic because when the light hits it, I can see it. Oh, this is Dose of Color.
Yeah, it is. How did you know that? What the heck?
What can I say? Love highlight.
Same.
This is obviously a NARS one.
Yes, obviously.
I think I'm gonna go with this because
Okay.
it's the one that's like the most reflective to me.
Love that.
Ooh, this middle one is very
It's
shiny.
pretty.
What color tone is it?
It's like a kind of like champagne-y tone.
Okay.
Do you want a contour palette?
Oh Lord. Yeah, let's do it. Can I feel both?
Yeah. Okay, the cap on, do you want to put your hands? It is broken, but it's still good and does her job.
Wow, you loved this.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Jeez, you really went ham.
And then the Anasazi one is right here.
Yeah, I feel like this one.
Before we start doing this, obviously you're blind.
Yes.
Right? So you're gonna do my makeup.
I
but-
have no idea what you look like.
Yeah. I want you to describe to me what you think I look like.
Well, immediately when I came in and I gave you a hug,
Yes.
I was like, he's exactly around the height that I pictured you to be. And you're the build, like even like your shoulder width, you're more of like a slim and on the shorter side. Like
Yeah.
you're like I pictured you being around between like 5'6" and like 5'9" and being like kind of a slimmer build.
Yep.
Like that's just how I pictured
I'm
you.
5'9",
so you're
so you're
exactly
definitely
that.
right.
I picture you to have like really good hair and brows.
Yeah.
Like
Thanks,
hair
girl.
and brows on point is like what I picture you. And I know you're pretty into your like full glam.
Yeah.
So I picture you to have like good strong cheekbones, strong brows. I would picture you to have like a very symmetrical face.
I've been told that I do have that.
Yeah.
Or at least if I don't, I face tune it to look like that, so.
I picture you to be like a deeper skin tone than me, but still Caucasian.
Yep.
I don't picture you to have freckles.
I have a few actually. I wish I had freckles. I have beauty marks all over my face. They're not like nicely, cutely placed right on the bridge of the nose, which is where I wish they were.
I have freckles there.
Yeah, you do. They're the best.
And then I pictured up brown eyes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with my own self.
Yeah, quite a guessing.
Go Molly.
That's awesome. This might be a weird question, but do you want to feel my face before you begin?
Okay, first, before we do that,
Yeah.
I will say that like typically blind people don't feel faces. So if somebody like
Really?
wants to like meet a blind, if you meet me in person, if you meet a blind person in person, don't be like, do you want to feel my face? Because
Okay,
it
good
is
to know.
like a
Sorry, I didn't know.
No, but in this situation, it does make more sense
Yeah.
because I will be doing a lot of your makeup with my hands. That's how I do my makeup, because I can feel what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Versus a brush puts a barrier between what I'm doing.
Right.
So of course there's things that I'm gonna use brushes for.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like try to contour you with my finger, you know? But like a lot of the other stuff, I do like to use my fingers to apply stuff.
Right.
Because it does give me a good feel. But like, yeah, I don't know what face shape you have. I don't know, you know, that kind of stuff. So for doing makeup, it changes things.
Right.
So if this is a pore filling primer, it's probably gonna be very slick. Yep.
Yep.
It's thick and slick.
A sister definitely needs some pore help.
Oh, I can feel your little stubble.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
My
a
facial
boy.
hair grows back in like 5 seconds flat, which is so annoying.
Would you get like laser hair removal?
I want to really badly.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Just for the like purpose of makeup. You're like
Yeah.
smooth canvas every day.
Yep.
You have such like a man's brow line.
Yeah,
You know?
I definitely have a pretty masculine face.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I have like a very strong jawline, which I feel like is more
You do.
masculine as well.
I feel like a masculine jawline on a woman can give like that model-esque type of look, which is really good.
Well, thank you.
So question for you. You do your makeup every single day.
I do.
But because you lost your vision when you were
14. Yes.
You don't remember what you look like.
I don't.
That is insane to me.
Yes, it's one of the like most frustrating things. Like most of my
Yeah.
blind friends, when you talk to them, they're like, it sounds so narcissistic, but
Yeah.
like if you could see something, you'd want to see your family, your friends, and yourself. Like you
Yes.
just want to see faces.
Yes.
Like you miss so much when you can't see. They say more than 90% of communication is nonverbal. Of course, it's a tone of voice, but it's also facial expression, body language. All of that stuff means a lot. It's hard not being able to see other people when you're communicating with them. It's hard not to see yourself. It can be difficult, especially when you're like working in the entertainment business, you're living in LA with all the pretty people, and
It's very much a place based on looks.
and you get so many comments because like of course I work in social media, so I get like tons of comments about my appearance. It can really screw with your head.
Yeah.
But I really try to not think about it and just like be positive, because it's really easy to focus on the negative parts of being blind.
Yeah.
But there's also positives that come with it.
Yeah.
And they're not as easy, they're not as obvious, but I think if I live with like thinking of the sad stuff, that's no way
There's
to
no
live.
point. No,
right?
yeah.
You just sit back and cry all the time. Like I can't live like that.
No.
Okay, I don't want to poke you in the eye.
No worries. Perfect. I was watching your video that you did with Shane.
Yes.
You don't really have a lot of recollection of much of anything.
Yeah. So like visual memory doesn't really last.
My mom,
Mm-hmm.
her best friend and actual boss is blind. And
Okay.
he lost his vision on his 11th birthday.
On his 11th birthday.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Absolutely horrible, right? Obviously, I'm very ignorant to the topic. I know a little bit, but I'm
Right.
pretty much ignorant to the topic of blindness. That's why I'm so excited to learn more from you today. He has been blind since he was 11. He is much older now, but he can remember a lot of things.
I wonder if he actually remembers or if it's his brain.
Well,
like,
I will tell
playing
you,
tricks.
he grew up in New York City. He still works there all the time for his job. And what's insane to me is obviously when you're blind, a lot of your other senses are, of course, heightened because
yeah.
you get to focus
You
on
rely
them
on
more.
them more, yeah.
We will be in the taxi together in New York, and he'll be like, oh my God, look at that building over there on 56th and Madison. It's so beautiful. And I'll look over and be like, oh yeah, that is a pretty building. Then I'll remember, oh my God, he has no idea what he's looking at. Or he'll be like, oh yeah, look at, there's a subway station right there. Like that's where we need to go. So he can't see anything.
I
he
have that
knows-
too. Like I have mental maps of everything around me. Take me to a shopping mall, I know where every store is located in the mall, and I can like walk directly there. Like it's like a mental
What?
mapping system. Like it's a coping mechanism, you know?
Yeah.
Like we have to remember where everything is. And I'll talk about things, like a lot of people will come and be like, well, how does she know like that's her favorite foundation if she can't see how it looks? And I'm like, it's about how it feels. Or like
Yeah.
I'll talk about something as if I know how beautiful it is. And people are like, how does she talk about it like she knows how beautiful it is? I'm like, well, people describe it to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a fluffy brush to set you with. I hate when brushes aren't soft.
You might love this one.
I like the fluffy soft ones. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Is it dual fiber?
Yes.
It feels like a dual fiber
Yes,
brush.
it is.
Laura Mercier.
Yes, ma'am.
I did this like series on my channel where I started trying beauty products and beauty hacks that I was too scared to try.
Oh my God.
And one of them was loose setting powders.
That's something that you've been afraid to try?
I was always afraid because like loose powder and blindness sounds like a dangerous combination.
There's Too Faced has a loose powder. It's their peach powder. And I literally love it because I put so
Does it
much of
smell
it.
like
It
peaches?
tastes like peach too.
Oh my goodness.
Like I'll be putting it on and like someone like land on my tongue. I'll be like, ew, and then I'll like actually taste it. I'm like, oh wow, that
You're
tastes
gonna
really
need to
good.
show me that product.
I 100% will.
Have I gotten any out?
Nope, not much.
Oop, I just knocked product over. Blind girl problems.
Are you able to visualize things?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's almost like when people describe things, because I have like a history with sight.
Yes.
Even though I can't like pull up an image, when you describe stuff, it still means something to me.
Okay.
More so than it would to somebody who's never seen before.
Right. So if I said like, oh, you're using a white-handled dual fiber fluffy brush, like
It's like a far off, it's almost like a memory, like it's distant. I can still remember green, purple, and blue.
Okay.
Because I see them all the time. I have what's called, like, I call them fireworks. And basically I see flashing lights 24/7. And they're always blue, green, and purple.
And you said purple was your favorite color, correct?
Purple is my favorite color. It was the last favorite color I ever had when I was going blind. So it's just like remained my favorite color.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna bronze you. One of the reasons I love Too Faced so much is because their products are scented.
They smell
so
really
it's like
good.
I can enjoy it, you know? Like I can't see it, but I can smell it. And it's like a way for me to enjoy makeup.
So this might be like the dumbest question ever, but since you don't have your sight, what would be your favorite scents? That's a stupid question. I
No,
apologize.
it's not. It's not. I say my hands are my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm always going around touching everything,
Yeah.
except people's faces. And so that's like definitely one of the senses I rely on the most.
Yeah.
And then hearing for
Yeah,
sure.
I was gonna say my mom's boss, he carries around a walking cane and he can slam his cane on the ground as soon as he walks into a room and can tell you like a million facts about the room.
Yeah, passive echolocation.
That is so cool.
I'm gonna blush you now. I've never used this blush before, so I hope I'm not going too like heavy-handed with it, but that's what happens when you can't see the colors. Whenever I get new makeup, I'm like, we're just gonna have to see how this one goes. And I always like ask somebody usually before I leave the house to make sure, or I'll like FaceTime my mom.
Yeah.
She's like my honest mirror.
We all need honest people in our life like that.
Yes, exactly.
So do you live alone then?
I do, yes.
You live alone?
Mm-hmm. My mom has been living with me since I moved to LA, and she will be heading home back to Canada on Monday.
So it's just gonna be you and Sister Gallop?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Gallop's my guide dog,
Yes, of course.
by the way.
Are you nervous to live alone?
I lived alone in Toronto for 2 years.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I'm gonna guess lightest to darkest?
No.
I can't stand, why do brands just randomly, willy-nilly go throwing colors into a palette?
I agree, and it's so annoying.
It would make more sense, not even just for blind people, but for like beginners of makeup.
Yeah.
If all makeup like went in the order of shades.
Okay, so you lived alone in Toronto for 2 years.
I did, yes.
I live alone right now in
Yeah.
a very large apartment, and I am lonely.
And
all
it was
the time.
I was the same age as you when I moved out.
Yeah.
I was 18. I lived on my own from 18 to 20, 21.
I am very people reliant. Like
Me too.
I need to be around people at all times.
Extroverted.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah,
Obviously
me
not
too.
to see, but just like to feel comfortable.
Feel like a presence around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you say like Gallop would be like that presence for you, or?
Gypsy was the dog I had at the time.
Okay.
We lived together. She was great. Like she would get me out going to the dog park with her. And I had a full-time assistant at the time. I was a motivational speaker. I still am.
Oh, love that.
But that was like my full-time job was motivational
Yes.
speaking. So I was like touring a lot, and I had a full-time assistant who would travel everywhere with me. So my parents lived close by and like would come visit. My dad's office
Okay.
was like 15 minutes away. So
Yeah.
it made like living alone more
comfortable.
easy versus like now I live 6-hour flight away from my family, which is obviously like
Yeah.
a lot.
Well,
a
now
lot
you have
more.
me if you ever want to hang out, if you ever need help with anything.
Thanks. You have to come to my place.
How do you like LA so far?
I love it. I honestly do. I told my parents when I was 5 that I was going to move to LA.
Really?
Like this isn't
Same.
like, oh, I became a YouTuber, so I moved to LA. Like no, it really like has always been my dream. I always say I want to fulfill like all of Sighted Molly's dreams. You know, I want to show myself and other people that going blind doesn't have to change my life path, and it doesn't have
Yeah.
to change everything. It changes things for sure, but like it doesn't have to be like that.
Not to make it negative or anything, but like what would you say has been the hardest part about not being sighted?
You know, I dealt with a lot of bullying when it happened, which was very, very
Really?
hard. I lost all my friends and like went from being like pretty popular to having just not only having nobody but being tormented, and that was like,
What?
really, really hard.
Oh my God, I can't
I'm
even
gonna add more
imagine.
because I love highlight.
Please do.
That's what I talk about a lot with my speaking. It's
Yeah.
like mental health and bullying and accessibility and accepting diversity and that kind of thing. Because, you know, I think a lot of people are very ignorant about blindness and disability in general. It's not their fault. It's because society's been taught that it should be this elephant in the room and that we're not allowed to talk. Don't look, don't stare, don't ask questions. Like,
Right.
ignore them. You know, that's not how I think it should be. We should be educated and talking about it from a young age. We
Right.
should have disabled characters in children's books and in TV shows. And it shouldn't be like the sole focus of the character all the time,
Right.
you know, which is unfortunately how it is. We're rarely represented in media, and when we are, we're represented very poorly. I grew up wanting to be an actress and a model. And when I went blind, I was like, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
I realized like, you know, maybe traditional media is gonna be really hard for me to work in, but like I can carve my own path. I can represent myself. I can represent my community
Yeah.
and make content myself.
I love that. Would you say YouTube has been the best platform for you to do that?
Oh my God, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love YouTube. YouTube was like a huge part of my journey to recovery and my journey to finding confidence and self-love after blindness. And so the fact that I can now use YouTube to help other people is so rewarding.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of blind followers?
I do. I definitely have a lot of disabled followers, a lot of blind followers. I have a lot of parents of kids who are disabled.
Yeah.
Or teachers. But of course, I also have like a ton of able-bodied people who know nothing about disability and come and learn and join the conversation. And I love that. I love changing people's opinions and like breaking stereotypes. So many people will initially come to my channel and be like, oh, she's faking it because XYZ, like all of these stereotypes that I don't fit.
Right.
But then they watch enough of my videos and they realize why they're misinformed, why they hold these ideas about disability and why they might be wrong.
Yeah.
And actually, like, on the process of like trying to catch me in a lie, they educate
That
themselves.
is so crazy to me. Why would you ever do that?
There's like those few rare random people who have like faked cancer, or like that guy on Twitch who like pretended to be in a wheelchair and then stood up at the end of a
That
live
is sick to me.
Like there's those weird, bizarre, random
For attention.
few people, but they get attention when they do it, and it gets media attention when the story comes out that like now everybody who has cancer, it's like they have to prove it once they like expose it on the internet. And everybody who's disabled, we have to like prove it, but that's not our responsibility, you know?
No, as it shouldn't be. It's the one bad person that ruins it for everybody.
Exactly.
That sucks. I feel like there's a lot of that in the beauty community too. Like a lot of us have had sister scandals, and because of that, the beauty community definitely has a very like bad and like dramatic rap. But
well, I feel like
it sucks. But I'm part of the problem of that, in the sense that I definitely had a messy past growing up, but I've definitely tried to like clean it up, and I know a lot of other people as well. But that's
you know, you're
have to deal
so
with
young.
that.
Like making mistakes is a part of the journey.
Yeah.
You know, you learn so much. I mean, I'm such a different person now than I was at 20, and I thought I was like mature and knew it all at 20. You know, you grow. And that's a part of it.
Yes.
And unfortunately, like for somebody like you who started in social media very young, you had to grow up publicly, and you like people had to see your mistakes.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes, and a lot of us are lucky enough that we do it privately.
Right.
So I don't understand like people who villainize, you know, young celebrities and stars who make mistakes, because it's like, yeah, you did that too, you know, and you can't even imagine the pressure that these people are under. You have less brow bone than me.
Really?
Yeah, like I have more.
Your bone goes higher.
Yeah.
My brows are not very arched.
And they're like more coarse. Is that just a boy thing, or is that like a you thing?
I guess it's a little bit of a boy thing. Also, my brows have underwent a major transformation. If you were to meet me 2 years ago and feel,
you had the square brow?
Yeah. If you were to meet me 2 years ago and feel my brows, they literally would have been down here.
Interesting.
It's scary is what it was. And I tweeted,
you're like, oh, all the photos are so public.
They're all there. They're all documented, and like literally I would get the most hate comments ever, and I'd be like, oh my god, people are so mean. I love my brows. And then looking back at it now,
you're like, why did I love that?
I was like, thank you all for leaving me those death threats on my eyebrows, because it worked.
Those death threats on my eyebrows.
But so now my
you're
eyebrows,
like, I learned.
I did. So now they're a little bit more arched, but I still don't have that big of a brow bone.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Again, like face structures, because I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think about faces looking different.
Yeah. What do you really like about doing different makeup looks?
I mean, it's art. You know, it's art that I can experience because I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Versus so much art in the world I can't experience, I can't see, I can't enjoy. So for me, that's what I love.
Yeah. You need to explain to them exactly what you're explaining to me about eyeshadow before you begin this.
So when I get a new palette, I memorize where the shadows are. So you can probably tell which ones I love. I love this shadow right here, which is like a matte kind of warm tone brown. I love this color, which is a matte peachy kind of shade. I love this color, which is like a really shimmery, coppery almost, I think. I love these two shades right here. I do that shade a lot, which I think is like a peach shade, not as shimmery as this one, and a kind of deeper peach color. I love these two for like a really fun beachy look, which are kind of more bright, like corals. And then of course, like this is a great highlight, or I'll do this on the lid, which is like a light gold. And then I'll usually do that like as a highlight if I want to, brow bone highlight.
That is the craziest thing in the world to me.
Yeah, so I'll like count and memorize.
When I do your makeup, like I think I want to try to go through
and
a shadow palette and see if I have any of them memorized. I think I might be able to do it.
Probably. I mean,
oh my god, that is so cool to me.
When you can't see, you just figure it out. And people all the time will comment on my videos and they're like, I don't know how she does it. Like I could never be blind. If I went blind, I would kill myself. I'm like, okay, sure. There's like times when I felt like that when I first went blind and was being bullied and dealing with depression.
This has purple on it.
Oh. Oh, I cleaned your brushes.
I'm sorry.
When life hands you a situation that you didn't expect, you just figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, you just do. I'm gonna actually go back to the concealer and just use this as primer.
Perfect. Primer on a budget, always.
Who needs 50 million products if you can multi-use?
Love that. What would you say would be like your all-time favorite makeup brand?
I love Tarte. I love Too Faced. I love MAC since it's what like brought me into the makeup world. When I was 12, 13 and told my mom that I really wanted to start wearing makeup, she felt like it would probably end up in a disaster if she just like bought me a bunch of drugstore makeup and like handed it to me and was like, go! And so she took me to a MAC counter and had them pick out all the shades for me, and she had them teach me like which product goes where, and she bought it all for me, and then I figured it out and I would practice. And I loved it. And then every birthday and every Christmas, she would bring me to get a new look as I got older, and that's how I started collecting. So for about 5 years of makeup loving, MAC was like the only brand that existed to me, and I was like, Sephora what?
Yeah, well, MAC was the only brand that kind of existed for most beginner makeup lovers for a long time.
Yeah, it took me a long time. You know, once I was like deep into the beauty YouTube world, then I was like, okay, I need to start trying some of these. I think like probably the first product I bought outside of MAC was like Makeup Forever HD, which then ended up becoming like my holy grail foundation.
That was my holy grail foundation when I first started.
It like still is. I love that foundation.
Oh my God, I love that.
I just love the texture. Like it really sinks seamlessly into your skin. You know?
I agree. So the beauty guru world kind of really got you into makeup then.
Absolutely. Like I loved makeup before.
Yeah.
But that's what just got like the obsession went so deep, which I'm sure so many people watching this could relate to.
Yeah, that's literally how I got started doing
Screws
makeup.
the budget.
Yeah, I started watching like Jaclyn Hill and Nikki tutorials were like the two people that really got me into it. Who do you like watching?
Back in 2009, I loved
The OGs.
Juicy Star 07,
Oh
Blair.
my God, yeah, Blair Fowler.
Yes, I loved Megan Hart's makeup.
Uh-huh.
Megan Parkin. I loved Bethany Moda, of course.
Of course.
Queen. Those were like my three girls. They were like my sisters. Literally, like they were my sisters. Who are some of your faves?
In the beauty space, I really like Jeffree. I really like Nikki. I really like Carly by Belle. It is crazy because it is a very, very cluttered community right now. And I always love people, but not many people stick out when I think of like whose content really inspires me.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I go outside of the beauty community for like people who inspire me. Can you like just like neutral lip it?
Yeah.
You have pretty full lips. Lucky.
Yeah, it's the Juvederm in it.
Thanks to Juvederm. Okay, rub your lips together. Now you have to try to do your own mascara.
Down, let me grab it. I think I can do this easily.
Okay.
Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna get right up in the, oh.
I always try to go like into the little baby lashes in my inner corner, and that's when I hit my nose.
I think I still do have a slight advantage because I can see the wand.
Right.
Not like very well, but it's like, it's blurry. I'm legally blind. Clearly I can still see, but like I think by optometrist standards.
So you can't drive a car then?
No, well, I have glasses.
You have glasses.
And contacts.
Okay, so when you don't have your glasses or contacts in, you're legal.
Oh no, I would crash in 3 seconds flat. Yeah, my vision has always been bad, but it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Just like blindness is a spectrum, so we all have like different amount of vision left.
Maybe one day we'll be able to do a full blind collab together.
There you go. You'll be my fellow blind person on YouTube. Bottom lashes I always found easier. The inner corner lashes.
Shh, that's my eyeball.
I feel like you're definitely not gonna be as full glam as you're used to. Do you do many videos without makeup on?
I don't wear makeup as like
a confidence booster.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wear makeup like to express myself and to just put
That's
out
how
really
I feel
cool
too.
looks. Yeah.
Because I can't see. I cannot see the difference makeup makes. Like I don't look in the mirror and be like, oh, I look good, so now I feel good.
I would say I'm equally as confident and I love myself just as much.
Yeah, that's
with
how
or
I
without
feel.
a full glam, which is amazing. I feel like that's
See?
definitely
It's
the
another
way it
blind girl
should
perk.
be. Okay, ready? So sister reveal.
I'm nervous. The judgment. The judgment.
Oh my God, no! It's gonna be literally good regardless.
Okay.
3,
okay, go.
2, 1. Molly, it looks really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely way less than what I'm normally used to.
Usually wear.
But I feel like it looks like
this is your everyday look.
No, yeah, I love this. People throw on makeup pretty quickly. Like most girls, I feel like have an average beauty routine of like 10 to 30
Most
minutes.
girls don't do a beauty guru beauty routine.
No,
you
correct.
know,
Absolutely not.
Most girls don't do full glam daily.
And you know, I've always wanted to kind of see what I look like with like a normal person's routine,
Makeup.
which sounds
right.
so
This
ridiculous.
would be my normal routine.
Yeah, I usually spend 1 to 2 hours on it, and even when I try to do light makeup, I still end up looking
with heavy makeup.
So much makeup on. And despite the fact that you cannot see what's going on right now, this looks really good, and I love this.
Yay!
It looks so good. Sister, you killed this. Oh my god, literally.
My own tutorial.
High five.
I did classic Molly makeup on you,
Okay.
and now blindfolded, you have to do classic James Charles makeup.
I'm so
on
scared
me.
to do that. I'm pretty confident in my abilities, and I also feel like I have the upper hand because I can see what you look like beforehand.
Yes.
That's
And you've done makeup so many times on yourself and other people.
Yeah.
I believe in you. I feel good about it.
Me too. Well, that's gonna be over on Sister Molly's channel, but regardless, I had so much fun filming this today. Thank you.
Yay.
I feel like this collab was absolutely amazing. I learned so much. Like I said, I had so many questions, but it's so amazing that you were so open and honest about all these things. And
It's the only way we can help create
Yeah.
change, you
And
know,
I
and make
love-
people feel less weird about it.
I love that you just have such a positive outlook on everything that you've dealt with. And thank you for answering my questions. Thank you for dealing with my ignorance about this. Thank you for educating me. This was so much fun, and you're truly an inspiration. So thank you.
Thank you. And now I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
go
sister.
dig through your makeup and
Take
steal
everything.
some. Yeah.
Please do. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below and subscribe if you have not already. Come join this episode, and it's a pretty lit time. And click that bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. And also, please, you need to go subscribe to Molly Burke right now. She is so inspirational, so beautiful, so talented, and just the cutest person ever. I'm obsessed with her.
So my YouTube channel is youtube.com/MollyBurkeOfficial or just Molly Burke, pretty simple. And my Instagram is @MollyBurkeOfficial.
It'll also be listed all down below. Go follow her. Go say Sister James sent you. There'll be lots of cute selfies of us together.
Yay.
And if you'd like to follow me on a makeup journey, you can of course follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles. And my Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles.
How do you talk that fast?
Wait, that's something that I wanted to ask
Wow.
you too. Hold on. I forgot to ask this during the video. That was rude. Be completely 100% honest with me, please. Are my videos hard for you to watch because of how fast I talk?
Sometimes your words blend into one.
Uh-huh.
Like
I know.
It's like mumbling. It's
Yeah.
like you fast mumble.
Yeah.
So, you know, articulation, James.
I try.
You'll get there. I believe in you. You're only 18.
I love that. I love the honesty. I just think too fast, so like my brain shoots out words faster than I can even think and process. So that's why.
That's why you're so successful.
Yeah.
You're like, so many ideas going on. It's
Very-
kind of part of your thing, though.
It really
it's like
is.
a funny kind of like James Charles thing.
I mess up a lot, so I guess it adds to the whole like just vibe in general. But that is so funny to me.
Hashtag
I love that.
relatable.
Well, I'll try to slow down a little bit. Thank you for the sister feedback. That's good to know. This video, sister shout out goes to Sister Anna. Thank you so much, babe, for always following and supporting. You know I love you so much. And if you would like to be the next video's sister shout out, don't forget to retweet video links every time they go live on Twitter. All right, sisters, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the video we did over on Molly's channel. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.